Hey, good day everyone. So welcome again, and we're back again for another mecha mayhem, which we will bash again another skulls if there's our our opponents. So yeah, so strap in and let's get it on. Oh yeah, and give me a second here. I'm just gonna go take a look in my systems here because I'm pretty sure I'm just kind of making some stuff here. I was just monitoring my live stream and see if I'm doing I'm doing things right. So yeah, okay, give me a second. Alright, there we go. Nice. So yeah, we'll just continue on with our skull bashing mayhem on Armored Core. So what do we got? Okay, let's go over the usual stuff. Ranked match and definitely team matchups because it's almost 9 o'clock. I am pretty sure that everybody, or there's a lot of people, at least, there's a lot of people in, waiting around on the lobby of team matchups in Armored Core. Okay, so, yeah, it's just gonna take some time, but I'll definitely sure there's a lot of folks doing their stuff. And as usual, I'm just gonna do the same thing that I usually do, which is oh, okay. I'm sorry. My cat's having nothing. My cat was just having some sort of allergy or something. Okay, let's just wait. Right, that's not good. Seems that my audio is cracking up. Well, everybody's excited on Make a Break today.
Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
Okay, that's good news as well. We can see that my chatbot has been it's been working. Yeah, everybody's excited on Make a Break, but monetize. Oh, well, okay, that was fast. Right, let's go get some mayhem. And I always wanted some mayhem. Okay. Okay, that's something wrong. I think there's some sort of delay with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of delay. Because it should be engaging with yeah, definitely this one's cancelled. I'm pretty much sure there's a delay in connection. Yep, I'm not pretty much expected. Oh, fight on, girls. What's this? This is kind of interesting from Mad Max.
That's them. Why are they going back?
They're going back to the Citadel. They know it's undefended.
Okay. Yeah, definitely that was Mad Max Fury Road, classic film. Thou shall make a machine. Oh, this was right. Okay, I was just checking some stuff. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna go refresh this. Oh, cute tigers. Why are tigers afraid of injections? Oh. Well, maybe they're afraid because, I don't know.
It's hard to believe that this trembling creature hiding behind its companion is actually a Siberian tiger, the largest feline species in the world. As adults, they can grow up to 13 feet long and weigh over 1,500 pounds. Yet despite their enormous size, they're still scared of injections, just like when they were cubs. When they get too nervous or won't let humans get close, vets usually have to use a blowpipe to sedate them from a distance before approaching. Without sedation, the stress
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll just clear that up and we gotta fight. Okay, so who do we got? Kaisu, me, and some guy. Yeah, verse joint. Oh, this one uses Food Fighters MU788. I kind of recognize the yellow IC. Kind of fought with him several matches ago. Okay, we're back, and yeah, let's rumble. But first, I'm
I'm afraid of injections 2HA.
I guess everybody is. Oh yeah, thanks for coming by again, Adamus. Thank you. Yeah, everybody hates injections. Maybe it's because it's sharp and definitely definitely sharp and definitely not you could say comfortable. Oh my goodness. Oh crap. Yep, we got that guy. Okay, they got him. Not me. Oh. Yeah. Well, visiting to the vet from an animal's perspective may be as simple as visiting as the dentist. I was never fond of the dentist when I was a kid. I really hate taking myself or my parents dragging me from to the dentist. Yeah, I know it's necessary because it's called oral hygiene, but God, I swear to God, their tools look more like tools that you use from a hardware store rather than for medical purposes. Or maybe I'm just imagining things when I was a kid, but that's how I that's how I perceived it when I was a kid. Those tools that dentists used to pluck at their teeth, they look more like you know, hardware, you know, tools from Ace Hardware. Right. Yeah, but I definitely recognize this yellow IC a couple of days ago. Wow, that was fast. We kinda eliminated their IP quite fast. Oh, okay. This, I guess on this match we're definitely winning. Okay, I'm against an armored wheelchair. Oh, crap. Yep, this is what you call mayhem. Oh, crap. Yeah, I had it coming on that one. But the good news is we won. So nice. Yeah, this is the excellent time for you know, team matchups on Armored Core. This in particular this hour of the day. Around if I'm not mistaken, around an hour ago and up until midnight. At least midnight, 12 o'clock on my local time. Okay, next match. Oh, they have cute tigers. They're basically just big cats. Different hardware but same software inside. Okay, we'll just refresh our feed here. Oh, this is another VTuber that is that plays Armored Core, but she kind of hangs out with what do you call this? With some or more like a group. She hangs out with a group, but I rarely encounter her when it comes to Armored Core matches on team matchups. Oh, we got a giant rabbit. Okay, this is kind of interesting because it's a giant rabbit. Sorry. Sometimes I get interested with furry stuff. I'm not a furry, by the way, but you know, I love those cute furry stuff.
I cannot believe this is happening right now, but we are adopting another rabbit today. I am so excited, you guys. So if you
Okay,
guys
let's just skip the big rabbit. Oh my goodness, that rabbit's very big. It's like a dog. I mean, at least it's the size of a dog on my native country. That's definitely a dog.
I'm in love with you already. Oh my god.
Okay, not a
Someone
dog, but
actually
maybe
reached out
a
to
large
Rescue
cat
and
or something.
notified us that if they did not find a home for their rabbit, this girl right here, they were going to dump her outside. She is. Peanut pooping. I'm a little worried because she's so big, she might be able to like easily hop out with that house over there. So if that is the case, I might have to move in the middle. You like your toys? I don't know if you had any of that when you were with your last owner. Oh my goodness, you're so sweet. She's already playing with all the toys, you guys. This
Yeah,
makes me so
definitely a
happy to
big
see.
furry
I don't think
stuff.
she's really had any enrichment in her entire life for like the 2 years that she's been alive. So I'm sure all of this is completely new to her, but obviously making her so happy.
Yeah, that was a nice big furry stuff. Oh, what's this? Evolution of elephants. I'm pretty sure this isn't an elephant. This is a shrimp or some sort of water insect, I guess. Okay, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Fine. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're basically doing an evolution of life thing. Yeah, basically all life on Earth is started out as some sort of insect. Way long back. Dress to kill. John Preston ends the regime. Equilibrium. I don't know. This is a sci-fi thing, but it's kinda weird on how the way they dressed. But anyway, it's kind of like a quasi-religion. Oh, okay, we got another one. Oh, I mean another match. Oh, this is a giant. See, it's the size of a dog. We got a turtle, love interest. Yeah, I kind of like the stories here in Starbound. They have very good sci-fi stories. I mean, kind of like an audiobook. Okay, fine. We'll just continue that later. Oh, Taiwan Mizoba. Yeah, I kind of recognize the red guy. So I guess that will be my opponents. So here's my teammates. Ore. Yeah, VSH and yeah, I kind of recognize Ore. I kind of fought him on several matches, and I sometimes join forces with him. So yeah, pretty much your regular folks in Armored Core. Yep, gotcha.
50%. AP at 30%.
Okay, that's kind of bad for me. Oh, crap. Alright, nice. I'll just wait for a respawn. Well, that's the thing about generators. They don't regenerate. They don't regenerate fast enough. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay. I guess he's already unalive with that part. Oh, glad I'm not the only one using an assault armor. Yep. Alright, I got blown away on that. So scoreboard. So we're kind of leading on a very small margin. We're around. I'm around, or at least my group is around 500 points. Them is around. Okay, they're the ones leading. So it's a tight fight. Yeah, when you're gonna kick the bucket, that's my standard thing. Before I kick the bucket, I hit the assault armor. Just doing some extra damage. It might help also on my teammates on how to finish off your opponents. Right. Okay, they kind of win on a small margin, but not a great. Great fight, evenly matched. That's what I could say on that match. It was an even match. And as usual, back to our back on our stuff on YouTube. You know, you can imagine that I guess every Raven before say match. No, I was just saying that I was thinking that maybe, you know, older generations of Raven, or probably before their arena match, they could probably be just chilling out inside their cockpit and watching, who knows, maybe YouTube or their in-universe equivalent of YouTube. Okay, let's see what's interesting story with I got. Well, they do have some interesting audio thing here. Huh. Right, so trial fear of humans. Yeah, it always ends up with one theme. It kind of tells in the sci-fi that humans are always badass, or something close to that. But they have a lot of stories. Like, wow. They're really hitting this one hard. Okay, how about let's try this one. This sounds a nice story thing.
Fall in love with the new richer taste of Cadbury.
And the good news is this is not AI.
Welcome to Starbound.
So they have an actual human narrator to do some storytelling with this. Oh, Noah! Yes, I kind of recognize that. I see the white thing that always puts a grenade launcher on my face every time there's a match starts up. Pretty sure that's how you know. She probably recognizes me. Pretty sure someone's. Oh, okay. That was a surprise. He didn't fire the grenade launcher now. Okay, that's okay. I'm cool with that. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. One guy down. Yeah, control is sometimes kind of a bit tricky if using a PS4 controller. Sometimes you know, my boost gets cut off on the very short. Here we go. Okay, we're coordinating as a team here right now. Alright, another guy down. Just like the old Gundam fight. Yep, another one down. That goes 3. So who's next? Oh, okay. Ah, crap. My generator is just drained. Okay, I just got a limited IP, so yeah, that basically. But I did do well on that last run. I kind of bagged 3 guys, or at least 3 guys were bagged before I was put down. Not bad. Nice, nice. Oh crap! He just moved. There we go. Oh crap, shit on the brick. Oh my goodness. Well, I thought I kinda hit him even in mid-air. Yep, thanks for that, Noah. Kinda, you know, she kinda braked off that kind of stuff. I was being chased with that. Huh. Yep, well, what do you know, me? Noah ganging up on 1 AC. Alright, nice, nice. That was a nice team play. Great team play. And we won. 1,100 points versus 894. Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, I was kind of a bit stunned a few moments ago with that one because I thought I'm gonna go for another promotional fight. Definitely I'm gonna go have a losing streak when that happens. Alright, let's go for an audio
My
story.
name's Aram, and I'll be your narrator today. Nearly 500 supporters get early access to our stories, including brand new episodes of Sunspire Academy and Freyrin and Remiki. If you'd like to unlock early access and support new episodes and future series,
Yeah, that's
tap
one
Join
thing I like
below to
about
become
this
a Starbound member.
Starbound audio
let's get into
stories.
today's
It's an
story.
actual human who's
Mike
making a
Bronson
narration
took
and
a
not an
long
AI.
sip from his chipped coffee mug, the faded lettering proclaiming,
okay.
"Humans rule here," barely visible after years of use. The bitter
Right.
liquid was hot enough to scald any of his alien clients, but to Mike, it was just this side of lukewarm. He set the mug
Okay.
down on his cluttered desk and pulled up the manifest for today's tour group. "Computer, give me the rundown on today's idiots," he said, leaning back in his chair.
Ah, crap. That's one thing I hate about YouTube, those commercials. It's like cable TV back in the old days.
The ancient springs protesting loudly. "Group of 5 arriving at 0900 station time," replied the AI
Holy
in a
fuck.
gruff voice.
That kind of
Mike
reminded
had
me of one guy
specifically
from
programmed
Armored
to
Core.
sound like
That
his
really
old
sounded
drill
like Michigan.
sergeant.
Lee Klein is Prince Clompion of the Mibari hegemony. Royal pain in the ass, according to previous tour guides.
God. Oh my
Alright.
goodness. Michigan, is that
Academic,
you?
Retired military, and some kind of celebrity daredevil.
I'm
Mike groaned.
pretty sure
rubbed
that
his
sounded like
stubbled
Michigan.
jaw. Oh, perfect. A pampered prince and his circus. Just what I need.
Oh my
It's true.
goodness. Didn't
His
know Michigan was
grandfather's
having a
face
sideline in
was a testament
Starbound.
to his 15 years as a tour guide, or danger experience facilitator, as his company insisted on calling it. The walls were covered with military memorabilia, outdated weapons that were now more decorative than functional, and framed one-star reviews from terrified alien tourists. Each
Okay.
negative review was a badge of honor. If they weren't scared, he wasn't doing his job right.
Alright.
Tour group shuttle docking in 15 minutes.
The AI announced.
Yeah, definitely that's
Mike
Michigan.
stood and
I am
stretched,
pretty sure
his
Michigan
tall
is there.
frame nearly touching the low ceiling. At 44, his body carried the evidence of his previous career. Scars from the Special Forces
I
days.
guess I'm
A
gonna.
slight
That piqued my interest. I thought this story was boring, but okay, I just kinda heard. I swear to God, I kinda heard Michigan with that one. G1 or G2 from Balaam. Okay, that kind of piqued my interest. So who do we got? Well, definitely some guy. Okay, the grenade launcher guys. Definitely everybody has a grenade earshot. Well, they call it grenade launcher in Armored Core term, but if you think about it, if you take a look, it looks more like an artillery piece from the army. Yeah, that you just strap it on the back of a mech. Pretty much that was how it looked like. Yeah, and definitely if it hit.
LOL.
I mean, think about it. It looks more like an artillery piece, the one that you used, you know, if you're firing an artillery. I'm pretty sure that this equipment at the back of the IC is, yeah, artillery folks from the army could recognize this. But, oh crap. But, you know, as they say, okay, I kind of got lost on my words on that. But I'm definitely sure the artillery folks on the army would definitely recognize this on that back weapon on the Armored Core. God, I swear to God, I heard Michigan from that story in Starbound. Seriously, I was getting bored on that, but when I heard Michigan, oh my goodness, Michigan, is that you? Okay, I guess our opponent's really getting strong right now. Maybe it must have been all that artillery stuff back on their backs. Okay, fine. Just have to, yeah, definitely, yeah, well, good news, I also have an artillery on my back. Yeah, and he also has one. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's the problem with buildings. Oh, crap. Shit on a brick. Well, guess what? If I got a big artillery piece on my back, he also has one. And twice. And double, I mean. Yep, you can see that explosion stings. Alright, getting hot. There's a lot of folks inside that building. Ah, right. Right, that was kind of over too soon. I was just kind of enjoying, you know, being blown up and blowing other people off. Okay, well, at least I'm kind of relieved I'm not gonna go through that promotional fight again. It's definitely gonna be downhill for me after all if I go through that twice. Alright, let's get back to Michigan here. Or at least I think that sounded like Michigan.
Limped from a drop that went wrong on Titan, and reflexes that were still sharp enough to keep him alive in human space. He holstered his old pistol, more habit than necessity, and grabbed his tour guide kit, actually a modified Special Forces survival pack that he'd adapted for civilian use. As he headed toward the docking bay, he mentally shifted into his tour guide persona. Gruff, intimidating, the stereotypical dangerous human that aliens paid premium credits to experience from a supposedly safe distance. The concept still amused him. After humans had burst onto the interstellar scene, our reputation had quickly formed. Death worlders, they called us. Unpredictable, aggressive, resilient to the point of seeming unkillable by alien standards. And so, inevitably, tourism followed. Wealthy
Yeah,
aliens
they
from
could
the
just
civilized parts
kind of
of the
reflects even
galaxy
on the Armored
paying
Core
to
players.
experience the thrill of human
Aggressive and
space.
very
The
unpredictable.
area they dramatically nicknamed the end of the galaxy. And Mike had been cashing in on it for 15 years. This was his final tour, though. He'd saved enough to buy a small asteroid homestead in a quiet part of the belt. No more aliens, no more humans, just him and the silent void. Perfect retirement for a man who'd seen too much of both war and peace and found neither to his liking. The docking bay was a stark contrast to the corporate-run sections of the station. Here, in the human quarter, functionality trumped aesthetics. Exposed pipes, visible wiring conduits, and honest wear and tear that showed that humans built things to work, not look pretty. A massive sign over the main entrance declared, "Humans rule here," in bold red lettering, with a smaller text below reading, "All non-human entities enter at their own risk." The alien shuttle
sounds like
docked with the
intimidating.
kind of fussy precision typical of their automated systems. Mike straightened his posture, set his face in a stern expression, and prepared to meet the group that would fund the last piece of his retirement. The airlock cycled, and 5 aliens of varying species stepped into human space, each reacting differently to the change in environment.
Got cancelled again.
Mike could read them instantly. The way the bulky one flinched at the slightly higher gravity. How the tall, thin one with expensive recording equipment kept looking around nervously. The pompous posture of the one in military-style clothing.
Alright.
But it was the one in the center who caught and held Mike's attention. Prince Clopian of the Mibari hegemony stood about 5 feet tall, his skin a pale flesh tone with subtle blue highlights around the joints. He was surrounded by at least a dozen floating devices that beeped and chirped, monitoring everything from air quality to gravitational fluctuations. "Welcome to Frontier Station," Mike announced, not bothering to make his voice particularly welcoming. "I'm Mike Bronson, your guide through what you all insist on calling the end of the galaxy. Before we begin, I need to make something clear. This isn't a theme park. Human space is genuinely dangerous, particularly to non-humans who haven't evolved on a death world." The bulky alien, whom Mike pegged as the merchant, puffed up importantly.
I've taken 7 dangerous expeditions. This will hardly be my first exposure to risk.
Mike fixed him with a flat stare until the alien deflated slightly. "Your name?"
Grell.
the merchant said, attempting to maintain his bravado.
I've faced dangers on.
"Don't care." Mike cut him off and moved on.
Alright, okay, this is an interesting story, but I got a match. Oh, food fighters! Okay, definitely a missile guy. I kinda recognize that guy. A couple of matches ago, maybe Churugi and Yaiba. Definitely new guys, but we'll never know because they're ranked players, so I guess it's not the first time. Oop. Yeah, I might just have to stay here. Oh, okay. First guy. Oh, crap. Yeah. Holy crap! Yeah, oh my goodness, shit on a brick. I kinda just one swipe and it reduced my AP to 1168. Okay, respawn. Choo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh god, they're really... okay. Yeah, that's one thing about having a very large theater of arena. Probably have a hard time traveling. I mean, from one end of it to another. Alright, one guy just got bagged. Okay, this is another one. Yep, definitely okay, there we go. Nice, nice. Second guy got bagged. Who's next? Okay, that's the third one. Yeah, then two guys have already respawned, so they're here around somewhere. Oh crap, they're already... yeah. Okay. Wait. Alright, I was kind of confused looking for targets with this one. Wish they had radar in Armored Core 6. Kind of really helps what, you know, which direction you're looking at and your enemies are located. On second thought, why don't they have an Armored Core, you know, a stealth version of Armored Core? Yeah, that's kind of cute. Right. Design, aesthetic wise. Yeah, he kind of bagged a few guys before he went down. Sideways with this one because he has a TI or criminal armor, but easily disposed of. Alright, nice. That was quick and clean. And yeah, we kind of won. Oh crap, I remember this is gonna be a promotional fight. Yeah. Crap. Definitely this is gonna be a downhill thing from this point on. But anyway, I'm just gonna have to wait. It's just a game. I want to listen to my audiobook here.
The rest of you. The academic stepped forward with a slight bow.
Right.
I am Pella, xenoanthropologist specializing in primitive adaptive cultures. I'm particularly interested in observing human problem-solving methodologies in crisis situations.
Right.
Mike barely suppressed an eye roll. Academics were the worst, constantly taking notes and asking inane questions about why humans did things the obviously superior way. The retired military officer stood at a passable approximation of attention.
Right.
Commander Dorak, retired from the Galactic Peacekeeping Force. 20 cycles of service, maintaining order in the civilized sectors.
Okay, that's a heavyweight
Mike
for a
nodded
vet.
slightly.
Ran 20 years.
Real combat experience? Dorak hesitated. I oversaw 17 peacekeeping operations, so that's a no. Mike moved on to the last alien. She was already recording him with multiple floating cameras.
Right.
I'm Trill. I have over 30 million followers across the galaxy who watch my danger experiences. This is so exciting to finally see actual humans in their natural habitat.
The enthusiasm was almost...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that alien sounds like a blogger. At least a blogger on today's standards. 30 million followers, but that's across the galaxy, so the galaxy is a huge place, around quintillion populations. So that's a small oh, okay, we got, okay, going back in the game, we got, yeah, I kind of recognize those two guys on my opponents. Oh crap, kinda missed on that. Ah, right. Yeah, the good thing about this one, about Armored Core community in team matchups, it almost, it's so small in numbers, you always bump in with guys that you are very familiar with. I mean, I kind of bump into them 1,000 times. I now recognize them, considering that I have a very poor memory of recognizing people, folks. My goodness, that was a lousy thing that hit me. But kind of bagged him. Oh, great. Yeah, the good thing about that Armored Core community is that they're very small when it comes to ranked match. I swear to God, I kind of recognize them. Oh yeah, I don't know them personally. I just know them on their insignias and their on their insignias and their the logo signs on their ID. And I'm pretty sure they also recognize me in some way. I'm literally just cooking. At 30%. Oh crap. Yeah. Right, about time for a respawn. Ah, great, that's the problem with your shot. Always delayed when it comes to firing. Oh. Yep, definitely stunned those guys. Yeah, that's a great thing about that. If you got at least, or you're being ganged up, might as well at least stun them just to get them off your back. Okay, nice match, guys. Yeah, like I said, it's always downhill from that part. Anyway, back again on my audiobook, which I always get interrupted.
Condescension. Mike finally turned to the prince. Your Highness, he said, with just enough deference to avoid a diplomatic incident. Prince Clopian looked Mike up and down, his expression a mixture of curiosity and disdain.
Right.
This vessel is inadequately temperature controlled,
he said instead of a greeting. One of his devices beeped in apparent agreement.
Okay.
If you find our accommodations uncomfortable now, you might want to reconsider this tour, Mike replied evenly. It only gets worse from here.
I was assured this experience would be challenging, yet safe,
the prince said.
I expect both conditions to be met.
Mike smiled thinly. Safety is relative in human space. That's why those signs aren't decorative. He pointed to the humans rule here signs. They're warnings. Out here we do things our way. You follow my instructions exactly. You don't touch anything without permission. And you always assume that everything can kill you. Because in human space, most things can. The speech was part of his standard routine, designed to set the proper tone of controlled fear. It worked as usual. Grell trying to hide.
Right, I wanted to continue that, but I can't get interrupting by my fight with Armor Cores. Kinda like that audiobook. Right. Okay, Ori's again my teammates. Yep, definitely got him. Oh, crap. Oh my goodness. Shit in a brick? Did I just got kicked? Yeah, they're kind of kicking me out. Quite literally. Yeah, definitely that guy's yeah, definitely got it. Oh crap. Yeah, okay, nice shot. That is great. I mean, I was kind of stunned a while ago with that one. So I gotta thank my teammates for that. Ah, crap. Yeah, somebody put a dagger on my back on that one. Well, not exactly a dagger, but it's more like an energy blade. Ah, Jesus. Wow, they're quite fast. Fast enough that I don't really have time to detonate my assault armor with that. Oh. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I know, I'm kinda singing a hymn here. When everybody's already moving up their butts just to smack each other. Yeah, I definitely got them. Wow. Oh, God. Yeah, there's too much fire there on there. Choo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right. Okay, that's too far. Too lazy to chase it. Probably have somewhere near. Ah, crap! It's already 3 minutes. Okay, we kind of lost, but that's just only a small margin. Very small points. And we're fighting on double S guys. Well, actually, I got teammates also that are S rank. Okay, but in either case, so let's wait for another match, and I'm gonna go back with my favorite audiobook.
Despite his nervousness, Pela taking notes, Dorak attempting to look unimpressed, but failing, and Trill recording every word with delight.
Yeah.
Only Prince Clopian seemed unaffected.
Yes, very dramatic. When does the actual experience begin? My comfort systems are already registering significant displeasure with the local environment.
Oh my, what a
Mike
snobby
checked
royal.
his watch. Right now, follow me to the ship. Try to keep up. He led them to the station's
you know,
human
rich
section,
kids.
deliberately
Definitely
taking
these
a
how
route
rich
past
kids
the
act.
noisier, more intimidating areas. The machine shop with its sparks and clanging. The bar where off-duty miners were already drinking despite the early hour. The weapons testing range where the sound of gunfire made several of the aliens jump.
Is this really necessary?
Okay.
Prince Clopian demanded as one of his devices began emitting a high-pitched whine. Shortest route, Mike lied smoothly. In truth, there was a much quieter path, but this way set the proper tone. They finally arrived at Docking Bay 17, where Mike's ship waited. The Lost Cause was a modified ex-military transport, roughly 80 feet long and built like a brick with engines. Its hull was patched in dozens of places.
80
The
feet.
original
That's
military
basically
grade
the size
paint
of a
now covered with
tugboat, if I'm
mismatched
not
panels
mistaken.
and crude repairs.
Or a supply
This
ship
is our
in real
transport?
life.
Pella asked, her recording device whirring as she documented the ship. Don't worry, Mike said, slapping the hull affectionately. A panel promptly fell off, clattering
Okay.
to the deck.
Okay,
Mike.
yeah, I know. I get getting interrupted with this one. So Q Kaneko. Yeah, that's my teammate. So who's our opponents? Oh, food fighters. Okay, this is the third time I kind of fought with him. Alright, let's get it over and let's start to smack each other in the face. Yeah, that's some sort of laser thing charging up. Okay, I guess I'm going in for food fighter. Oh crap! Yeah, they're keeping their distance with that one. Da 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 da. Yep. Okay, we got an easy try here. Just basically just kiting around and easy try. Yeah, I kind of like that when that easy target because he's just only stationary. Oh, crap. So who's firing missiles at? Yep. Oh, okay, we got the missile guy. I mean that boat guy. Oh, crap. Right. Yeah, definitely these kinds of configurations or builds. I'm pretty sure they're kiters, those kinds of things. Never see them fight like, you know, on tank legs. That's definitely, I'm pretty sure they always end up being flying kiters. Never saw them go for a head-to-head battle. Ah, okay. Yeah, kind of protect.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Da 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 da. Well, that's it. Just 14 seconds and we're kind of finished. Oh crap.
50%. AP at 30%.
Oh, well, what do you know? We kind of won with this one for a promotional match. Okay, nice, nice. And back again on our regular programming with this audiobook.
Mike caught it with practiced ease and slapped it back into place. She's more reliable than she looks, usually. Prince Clopion's comfort devices were now beeping in a chorus of alarm.
This vessel cannot possibly meet basic safety standards.
Alright,
Actually,
I'm gonna change my AC
Mike
for a
said,
second here
punching
while I'm
the access
listening.
code to lower the boarding ramp.
I'm just
She exceeds military
change
specs in the
into
systems
that
that matter.
paper
Life
thin
support,
IC.
engines, and shields. The rest is cosmetic. This, at least, was true.
Wait.
Mike might cultivate a dangerous image, but he wasn't about to risk his life in an actually unsafe ship. They boarded, the aliens looking around the Spartan interior with varying degrees of horror. The inside of the Lost Cause was utilitarian to the extreme. Exposed conduits, visible system junctions, and seating that was functional rather than comfortable.
Why is everything
Exposed? Grell asked, poking at a bundle of cables. So it can be fixed when it breaks, Mike answered. Human engineering philosophy. Make it accessible, make it fixable. Take your seats.
Oh, wait.
We launch in 5. As the alien strapped in, Mike made his way to the cockpit. It was a ritual now, this last tour. One final trip through the pseudo-dangers he'd been orchestrating for years. Collect his pay, and then freedom. The retirement asteroid was already purchased, the supplies arranged. This was just the final step. He fired up the engines, feeling the satisfying rumble through the deck plates.
Ah, great. Kinda hated that when they always put a commercial.
Here's the highest paying remote job you can do from anywhere. No degree, no
Right,
experience.
yeah, I know. Just skip.
The Lost Cause might look like junk, but her General Atomics pulse drive was top of the line, courtesy of the bonus he'd received for safely returning a particularly important alien dignitary 3 years ago. Frontier Control, this is tour vessel Lost Cause requesting departure clearance, he said into the comm. Clearance granted, Lost Cause. Try not to terrify this batch too badly. We're still getting complaints about the last group. Mike grinned. No promises. Bronson, out. He guided the ship out of the docking bay with practiced ease, setting course for the abandoned mining facility that served as the first stop on his standard tour route. It was a safe location where he could stage a minor danger to get the adrenaline flowing, then gradually escalate as the tour continued. Once they were safely in transit, he set the autopilot and returned to the passenger compartment. The aliens had settled in, though Prince Clopian's devices continued to beep complaints about every aspect of the ship's environment. Journey time is 40 minutes to our first destination, Mike announced. An abandoned human mining facility where you'll get your first taste of the dangers human workers face daily. Any questions before we arrive? Pela raised a hand.
What precisely makes human space so dangerous compared to the civilized sectors?
It was a common question, one Mike had a well-rehearsed answer for. Lack of oversight, he said bluntly. The central authorities'
Well, this
influence
is kind of
fades out
interesting,
here.
Belt.
People do what they want, take what they want, and settle disputes directly rather than through councils and committees. How barbaric, Dorak commented. Mike
right.
shrugged. Effective, though. Quick justice. No appeals process needed when the judgment is a bullet. The aliens exchanged uncomfortable looks. Exactly
Okay, I'm
the
gonna give this
reaction
one a
Mike
try.
was aiming for. That's why these tours are so popular, he continued. You all live in systems so regulated that true danger has been engineered out. Humans still embrace
wait.
it. We thrive on it.
Fascinating perspective.
Pela murmured, recording his words.
A cultural adaptation to high-stress
Wait.
environments. Is there actual danger on this tour?
Trill asked eagerly, her recording devices hovering around her head.
My followers are expecting real thrills.
There's always danger in human space, Mike answered cryptically. In truth, the tours were carefully orchestrated to provide the illusion of risk while keeping actual danger to a minimum. The mining facility had been specially prepared with harmless but impressive malfunctions that would trigger during their visit. Prince Clopian, who had been adjusting his comfort devices, looked up with evident boredom.
I was promised a genuine human danger experience, not a museum tour with dramatic narration.
Mike met the prince's gaze steadily. Your Highness, even our museums have higher casualty rates than your combat zones. The prince scoffed, but didn't argue further. The journey passed with Mike answering the standard questions about human resilience, pain tolerance, and aggression.
Okay,
He'd given
fine.
this spiel so many
We'll just
times
go
that he could
change
recite
the
it in his
back
sleep,
weapon.
throwing in the occasional deliberately intimidating detail about human biology or behavior that would make the aliens shift uncomfortably. As they approached the mining facility, Mike returned to the cockpit to handle the docking procedure. The facility loomed against the backdrop of a mineral-rich asteroid, its structures jutting out at odd angles, a testament to human pragmatic engineering built to follow mineral veins rather than aesthetic principles. Something caught Mike's eye as they approached.
Okay, let's just wait for our next match. I kind of changed my IC to a little bit more challenging because we got a little.
He frowned.
You know,
doing a
we
census
kind
sweep
of
of the
shifted
area.
it to a paper
Nothing
thin
obvious,
IC.
But his instincts were tingling.
Hopefully, I
He
don't
considered
get blasted
changing the
away with that kind of
selecting
configurations.
a different location for their first stop, but rejected the idea after a moment's thought. If there was unauthorized activity at the facility, it was his duty to report it. Might as well check it out while he was here. He docked the lost cause at the main airlock, deliberately rougher than necessary to give the aliens a jolt. Then he returned to the passenger compartment. "We've arrived at our first destination," he announced. This facility was once the primary
Yeah, I
extraction
really
point
wanted
for
to
rare
test
minerals
this new
used
toys
in
on my
FTL
back
drive
weapon.
manufacturing.
If I'm
It
not
was abandoned
mistaken,
20 years ago when the
this
primary
missile
veins were depleted.
has its own homing,
Now it serves as a
you know,
perfect
homing
example
lock
of the
aside from
harsh
the
conditions
Having
human
any trouble
miners
getting to a
endured.
rank or not?
We'll be taking a short walking tour through the main processing sections.
Yeah, actually, hi there, Narc. Thanks for dropping by.
Exploring, pushing.
Yeah, there's a lot of troubles
describe,
getting to
but
A
we
rank. It's mostly just luck
The
if I'm
aliens
not.
unbuckled and
I
gathered
don't know.
their various
I think
devices. Brent's Claudia's comfort systems
mostly
were
it's
now
just about
projecting a
luck.
localized
That's what I
environmental
think.
bubble around
It's more
visibly
luck rather than
distorting the
skill
air.
because of your
Is that really
opponents that
necessary?
will
Mike
you'll have to
asked,
fight
nodding
on
toward the
promotional phase.
My physiology requires precise
But
environmental
I'm already on A
controls.
rank. It's
The
just
Prince
that
replied haughtily.
I mean on single player matches
Mike
I'm already
shook his
A rank,
head.
but on team
That thing's
matchups
going to make noise and draw attention.
I guess I
This
don't really
is
have
a
any luck
stealth
on that.
tour.
I always
We
end up on the
observe the
losing side,
dangers
or for some
without
reason the
becoming part of
difficulty
them.
getting on an A rank
I
promotional
was
match.
assured
It definitely
accommodations would
cranks
be
up
made
to a
for my
lot.
status.
The prince insisted. Rather than argue
So, yeah,
further,
uh,
Mike distributed basic
That's
environmental suits to the others.
just to
Standard procedure,
pointly or be
life-supporting
blunt about
abandoned
it. Yeah, I'm
sections
kind of
can be
having difficulty getting an
unpredictable.
A rank on team matchups.
As they prepared to disembark,
Or
Mike
maybe I'm
checked his
just,
sign discreetly.
Not
Normally it was just for show.
maybe I'll
part
probably
of
have to
the
try A rank
dangerous
or
human
team
image,
matchups on a different
but
time
the signs of
because
activity had him concerned.
on this time at the
Better
moment
to be prepared
it's
for
where the
actual
ice
trouble,
players
however
on Armored Core
unlikely.
show up at this time.
They cycled through the
You know,
airlock
the Japanese
into the
guys.
facility. The main corridor was dark, emergency lighting casting long shadows. Mike switched on a powerful handheld light, deliberately
that's
aiming it
kind
to
of
create
long
menacing
waiting time
shadows.
for a
Watch your
team
step,
match.
he warned. Follow me closely and touch nothing. The aliens clustered behind him as he led them deeper into the facility, providing a
Okay.
running commentary about the harsh conditions miners faced, the accidents that claimed lives, and the ever-present dangers of industrial equipment that prioritized efficiency over safety.
Right.
Most of it
Well,
was
that's
standard
kinda
tour
good
material,
audiobook.
exaggerated for effect, but based on truth. The aliens were eating it up, recording everything, with Grell.
Alright, I just have to go on with my match here. As much as I want to listen on that audiobook. Right. Okay, so we got who are our guys? Is Martin C. Kaizu. Oh, okay, that's cute enough. So I'm kind of shifting in with your paper thin IC here, which is pretty much BS. But if I'm not mistaken, that missiles fire on their own. They kind of hunt ICs. Good for kiters, in other words. Just don't get too near an IC and I guess I'll be fine. Yep, they're doing their job. They're kind of hunting down the ICs. So yeah, I'm just gonna act as an artillery support right now with these guys. Normally, I just go barge
A
in.
lot of people say playing Armored Core PvP is a lot like rock, paper, scissors. You must remember to use your scissors to crush rock and dominate paper.
Yeah, correct on that, chat. I couldn't disagree on that. That's definitely a right thing. I mean, right, you know, right observations. It's, if you think about it, it's mostly more on luck, I'll be honest, rather than actual skill on actual in the arena. Because most of the fights, for some reason, you know, you kind of lose. You know, it depends on who you're facing on those promotional match. Any other matches are not really that important, but the promotional match is the one that you have to center your attention with. Unfortunately, that's the part where things get a little bit difficult and tricky. So yeah, I'm not technically hunting right now, but I'm just letting my missiles do my the work. But for now, I'm just kind of... Oh crap. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna go on the distance. After all, the back weapons that I'm kind of making for configuration right now are not exactly good for close range combat. Basically, it's a good for kiters. Definitely recommendable for kiters. Yeah, they're gonna hunt on their own. See? Yep, you can see the missile trials. Even though I'm firing at a distance. Yeah, definitely have to yeah. Just fire them and let some poor AC get hit by some random missile. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of boring, the fight. I just kind of go on the distance, but okay. If you don't want to get blown up, I highly recommend that back weapon. Nice, nice. It would have been better if if the stage was kind of like the outer space thing. Definitely, it's highly recommendable if you're on the outer space. Oh my goodness, am I having a dropout issue? Okay, that doesn't seem so. So okay, right. So I just gotta continue.
Every creak
Sorry, I was checking on with my live stream feed
he
here.
wasn't terrified. Only Prince Clopian remained unimpressed, his environmental bubble humming softly as he glanced around with evident boredom.
Is there something actually interesting ahead? Perhaps those murderous mining drones mentioned in the brochure?
Mike was about to deliver his usual line about patience when he heard it. The unmistakable sound of voices echoing from a side corridor. Human voices, speaking in low,
Yeah,
urgent
I was also
tones.
thinking on that design
He
thing,
immediately
chat,
raised
to
a
be
hand for
honest.
silence. His
But
posture
that's a great
shifted
idea,
suddenly
I
from
think.
tour
Yeah,
guide
great
to
idea.
soldier.
You should put up a
aliens,
fast-paced window
sensing
video
change,
game up in
fell
between
quiet,
matches, like
except for
Puyo
Prince
Puyo or
Clopian.
Pac-Man, for example.
What now?
More
Another
entertaining for a
fabricated
stream.
danger too.
Yeah, that's
Mike
a great
moved with
idea.
unexpected speed,
Yeah, I was
clamping a
thinking
hand
about that
at the
as
prince's
well.
mouth. His
Yeah,
strength
great idea,
easily
chat. You
overriding the
kind of lit
alien's
up a light bulb on
resistance.
my side.
Quiet! He hissed.
Maybe
his
I'm
voice
playing a
dropping
mini
to
game
barely
of
audible
Armored Core
whisper.
1 while playing
That's
Armored
not
Core
the
6.
The princess.
So I was just
eyes
thinking,
widened as he
I mean, we got
finally registered
emulators
the
right now,
seriousness
and
of
you can
Mike's demeanor.
definitely
The
hit
comfort
it on
devices
pause or
beeped in
something.
protest at the rough
Right.
handling, and Mike
You know, that's not really a bad
silently cursed
idea,
the
chat.
noisy
Really,
technology.
seriously. Oh, I think that's
Footsteps
a
approached from
great
the side
idea.
corridor. Mike quickly
But
ushered the group
yeah, I
into a
probably have
small
to
storage
figure
room,
out
closing
some
the
way on
door
that.
until only a crack remained. Through
Yeah.
it, he watched as
But that's a
three
great
figures
idea.
passed
You
by.
know what? That's
Two humans and an
yeah,
alien
that's
of a species
really
he
great
didn't
thing.
immediately recognize, all armed with military-grade weapons. Raiders. This abandoned facility had become a hideout for one of the criminal groups that plagued the borders of human space. Once the patrol had passed, Mike turned to the group.
Change of plans, he whispered. This facility has been occupied by raiders. Real ones, not the fake danger you signed up for. Is this part of the experience?
Trill asked eagerly, her recording devices
oh
still
my goodness, we
hovering.
got another fight.
No.
Mike said firmly, grabbing one of the devices and shutting it off.
This is actual danger. Those are actual raiders with actual weapons who...
Lets you talk to chat as well, so you don't have to fight over who's speaking with the video.
Yeah, okay, wow. Yeah, that's kinda great idea. Yeah. Oh great. It's my doppelganger again. Well, I guess I kinda see him around, but this time I'm gonna change my AC. Good thing. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go stay. Oh, great. That's the thing. That's the problem with this urban environment. You have a lot of buildings, meaning a lot of. Yeah, I'm just gonna go fire my and let them do the chasing.
50%.
Yeah, it's called being lazy in the army, or more like being an artilleryman. Yep, you just let their missile do your work, and they get hit. You can see that. Yeah. Right, so he got hit with the missile, and the missile's not bad, I'll be honest. Oh crap, kinda fired it at the wrong angle. And there we go, we'll just go far again. You know what, I should go get along.
Audiobook is really annoying if it's not the whole focus. You speaking, the game buzzing and it don't mix.
Yeah, it's kinda like more like a distraction. Yeah, I myself, also listening on the audiobook, I kinda get distracted. Yeah, probably have to go change my, change that kind of thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got low battery there. Yeah, I probably have to test that after this live stream on what is more suitable, at least for while I'm waiting for the you know that how do you call that you know, at the lobby. Kind of like if you're waiting for your you know, if you're waiting for your queue on the dentist, you have to play you know, your handheld Game Boy just to kill time. Yeah, okay, I got hit on that because it might pay for thin LC. Yeah, I was actually thinking on that, but I just haven't had figured it out on how to, you know, kind of build an AC that's more like a support.
If you're planning on providing support, why not build your whole mech with rockets and just run away until your friends respawn?
Yeah, that's also one thing I was thinking. But the thing here is, I haven't kind of figured out which, you know, for a handheld, not for the back weapon, but for the handheld, which would have the same effect that I have on my back weapon, which kind of goes on with you just fire it and then let the rockets do the rest, or more like a homing rocket. I was thinking about that, to be honest. You know, like a support built IC, you know, just to get off on the heat. Although that's not my preferred fighting style, I prefer up close, but I'm kind of experimenting on that as well. Okay, let me see. Well, let's see on the rocket thing. That's the thing. Well, there were rocket. Okay, I'm gonna try some rocket handhelds here, or rocket arm weapons, but I'm not really sure how their range. I'm not pretty sure on how.
What about those pine cone looking weapons that fire lots of rockets?
I don't. This pine cone thing. Well, I was thinking that they may. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really exactly know how this works, but I do know it's some sort of a homing weapon. The same thing as how I fire my back weapons. Definitely, it's only good for long range thing. But anyway, that's why we're here and we're doing a live stream. We kind of have to do a little bit of a test, trial and error stuff. Okay, so that's a problem. I'm kind of overburdened. Okay, well, anyway, I just have to go with my old IC thing, the classic one. I'm just gonna mount up those weapons here. Okay. Because that's the problem with that AC. The armor is too light, and too easily get damaged. Okay, let's go try that pine cone stuff. Pretty sure this one fires like a homing thing, see? They kind of twinkle for a second and then home in on their target. So, yeah. I want to test it as well.
I made a build with 2 of those and 2 of those back weapons and called the build the mailman.
Oh. So he's just basically, I'm pretty sure that build is just basically fire and forget. You fire and let the missiles do the work for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it might sound. But yeah, that's worth a try. Anyway, that's the main reason why I'm trying to experiment right now. Kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of curious what this does. But I'm pretty sure this one does the job. Now, the problem with this AC, if you have an opponent that's gonna, wanna get a little bit up close. That's where the problem starts. No needles for me, not really. Okay, where was that? I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere. Oh, okay, right. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we're just gonna go for an experiment and see how this AC works. Well, basically this is just only a support AC, not exactly for direct combat. What this simply means is that you just lazy around the battlefield and let the missiles do the rest and pray that your enemies or opponents didn't notice you. Oh, okay. Let's just Yeah, I probably have to finish that audiobook later, or I don't know. Maybe I could. Yeah. Okay. Probably have to finish that later. Oh wait. On second thought, yeah, I'll just probably have to think of a way. I'm just gonna continue this one until I figure out on how to play a mini game.
Not the fake danger.
A mini game to wait.
Is this part of the experience? Trill asked eagerly, her recording devices still hovering. No, Mike said firmly, grabbing one of the devices and shutting it off. This is actual danger. Those are actual raiders with actual weapons who will actually kill us if they find us. We need to get back to the ship without being detected. The gravity of the situation finally seemed to register. Grell's complexion paled to an unhealthy gray, while Dorak straightened his posture in what Mike recognized as fear, masked as military bearing. What is the standard human protocol in such situations? Pella asked, still somehow maintaining her academic detachment even as her hands trembled slightly. Get out alive, Mike said simply. Follow me, stay silent, and do exactly as I say. He cracked the door, checked that the corridor was clear, then led them back the way they had come. They had nearly reached the junction leading to the airlock when Mike heard more voices and footsteps. Lots of them coming from that direction. Back, he whispered urgently, directing them down a side passage. They're setting up in our exit path.
Okay,
as they
there we
retreated
go.
deeper into
Right.
the facility,
So we
Mike's
got
mind
a
raced
hint
through
on the
options.
match.
The lost cause was now evidently blocked from them, which meant they...
Yep. Okay, so here's our experiment. How to be a kiter without actually flying. Oh, goody goody. That's a good stage for my experiment. Definitely, we're just gonna be on the outdoors. No other blockages, no buildings. Yeah, very suitable. Ah, great. Here's another of my doppelganger thing. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not directly gonna fight them. I'm just gonna be a kiter, or more like a hider. Just gonna hide, let them do their thing. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at those missile trails go. Oh crap. Yeah, that's the problem. Somebody noticed me.
50%.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna move. Yeah, that's the problem with this type of build of AC. Hope and pray that nobody sees you. Otherwise, you're definitely screwed.
For close combat you can just run away because you don't need to be paying attention them. That's why light build could be better because you're rarely in combat. It lets you get out of combat fast.
Yeah, okay. I guess I have to take that into consideration. Yeah. Yeah. Oh crap. Sorry. I just kinda... My hands wasn't on the controls. Alright, let's go fire 2 of these. And let the missiles do their work. Oh, look at that go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, kind of... Yeah, actually this is kind of good weapon for a kiter. I mean, this kind of thing. Assuming that your enemy doesn't notice that, Yep, they definitely got nailed on that. And our score's not doing bad, considering that there's only 2 guys who does the work. Yeah, kinda like the lazy way of how to fight. Oh crap. The Warzone's getting too near on my ass with this one. Ah, God. Why are those guys trying? Ah, right. Yeah, that's the problem. The Warzone keeps getting near me. I mean, I was supposed to be staying a mile away. Right. Oh, okay. I guess they're far away. Yeah, then I'll look at those volleys. You know what? That kind of gives me another idea about this experiment. Why not try this on a single player? Yeah, I know that sounds like a suicidal, but yeah, there's a lot of single players who does that. They kind of run away. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go leave this one out. Try on singles and make an experiment out of this. Yeah, definitely this is gonna be a death sentence. But yeah, I'm gonna play as scummy as I can with this type of match. I'm gonna go as far away as possible to my opponent and then hope for the best. But anyway, this is an experiment, of course. Oh yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, that's also. Oh great! Out of my luck, I kind of fight the close.
Your rockets don't home on if you're not targeting them when you shoot.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I mean, on my side, probably have to find another weapon that kind of does the homing thing. definitely ill-suited for a long-range combat.
Really need a faster build if you're playing in singles like this.
Yeah, I agree on that.
30%.
It's really yeah, my build is kind of as fat as a whale with this kinds of stuff. No, seriously, my build right now is as fat as a whale.
Cough cough Kaidu.
Well, I can't really, wow! Even though my assault armor didn't work. Yeah, I was, that's not really built, anyway, I do admit. It has a lot of issues. It's too fat to move and too far ranged. Definitely it's just only good for team matchups. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna make a little bit of an innovation for this one. Okay, I probably need a little bit of a change. Well, we could use the good old meta shotgun. Never fails. It's really good in warding them off, but wait. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll use yeah, definitely a melee for me. Someone that could stun their butt. Not really fancy, just you know, enough to stun them. Okay, what does this do? Oh, okay, that's a baton if I'm not.
You're slowly turning into a kite.
Well, not exactly a kite. It's more like I was thinking more like a cross thing. You know, just enough to ward off people who get too near, or folks that are too near, but enough just to you know, pick them off on a distance. But I think that build that I kind of tried last one was yeah, it's good for team matches, but definitely horrible in single player matchups like this. I might as well be handing my ass over them. But anyway, that's the good thing. It lets you it lets me experiment on the you know, what kind of builds would be suitable. You know, team matchups are very different from single matchups. So for now, I'm just testing it on how effective it is on a single matchup. Ah, great. Why do I always get the close ones? When I'm equipped with the close range build, I always get the long ones. I'm starting to think that Armor Core is really, yeah, that kind of paper, scissors, stone kind of thing. Okay, well at least I got something. Okay, we just fire that and let the missile do their thing. Definitely useless if you can't see your opponents. Alright. Ah, crap.
AP at 50%.
Yeah, I'm not really good with this one. Alright, fine. Definitely one of the suckiest match I kinda went through. But anyway,
Great
like
Demon Narlik Bones Eater of Worlds has gotten hungry and died.
yeah, you don't say. You don't say, chat. Oh crap!
At 30%.
Oh right. Yeah, definitely not the kind of build for me. Okay, well anyway, I'm just gonna go back to team matchups. I kinda suck at this with this kind of build. Da-da-da-da-da.
Stun baton suck. The best melee players said so themselves.
Yeah, but you can see some players, you know, make that stun baton works. So I got no idea how they make it work. But anyway, it's just only an experiment. Okay, we're just gonna go back again with our usual paper thin IC for extra flexibility. After all, we're just in the distance. We're not exactly, you know, kissing the enemy or something. So, and a little bit more something on the back weapons. Yeah, that kind of makes me think as well. I'm kind of curious on how that box missile works. I mean, I've already tested that cylindrical missile, so it definitely does a home in. Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait. Yeah, it kind of fires it and then rains down some missile, kind of like a vertical thing. Okay, well anyway, that's why we're here for. We're just gonna experiment, and we're gonna experiment a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait. So we're just gonna be on support. Yeah, we're too overweight. Something just only stuns or annoys the enemy. Okay, well, never mind. How about yeah, I'm gonna go for the bubble gun. Yeah, I know that's really unconventional, but kind of works anyway. Oh wait. We'll just go with the shotgun. Just only just to fend off the enemy guys who try to, you know, try to get up close. And I don't know, maybe just a bubble gun or something. Oh wait. We got this napalm. It's usually used for.
Need to make a little face in the decal editor and put bit on your ACS head. Easy to reapply and looks different on each head. Gives your AC personality and style.
Yeah.
Smoke hot.
Yeah, I was all. Yeah, there's a lot of things I have to think about in the AC. I'm just kinda got used to that monochrome layout. Yeah, I got a lot of. Yeah, I do admit I got a lot of things to work with. Yeah, maybe just a. Wait. Where was I? Yeah, I'm kinda got absent-minded on that. Yeah, we'll go for napalm just because maybe it's good distraction. All right, let's go test.
Smoke is more of a melee thing.
Smoke? Well, it's more like an annoying thing. I mean, it's good to annoy your opponents with the smoke. They kind of lose the, you know, that locking thing. I mean, I kind of tried it several times in the team matchups. Basically, they can't orient themselves or they can't lock onto you. And the same thing happens also to you. If they can't lock onto you, you can't lock onto them. But good way, yeah. That's but I think that's a great idea as well on the Skyping. After all, we're not exactly directly. Yeah, my idea here right now in the experiment is that we're not exactly directly on direct confrontation with the enemy team. We'll just basically annoy them and provide support. And I'm just gonna let my two teammates all do the hard work. Yeah, I know. A lot of people will get mad at that, but it's kind of pretty neat, right? Why go on that, you know, that hard work on getting face to face to your opponent when you can just sit on the corner and basically rain down missiles on them? Yeah, that sounds like a kite tactic, but it does have its uses though. But anyway, like I said, it's an experiment, so in fact I should be using old missiles, but I kind of think yeah, I'm just using an arm missiles because arm weapons because I want to fend off you know, any attackers who would get up close. Do 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 do. Okay, yeah, that's the problem with the with the team matchups. It gets yeah, we have to. Oh, okay, wow, nice. Yeah, I was thinking I have to wait for about 10 minutes or so. Okay, time to work up the experiment. Oh, right, nice, perfect conditions. Basically, just no obstructions of any kind, just open air. Just go get up close and fire away with this one. I wonder if it does also hold. Alright, let's just run. Yeah, I'm starting to think that the left shoulder weapon was better. Alright, we got a lock. I think it's not as great as they advertised it on the yeah, but it does deliver some missiles. Yep, there you go. I'm just gonna cheer for you guys. Nice. Oh shit. Alright, they're not. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's yeah, other opponents would I kinda saw that. They would notice that I was just sitting on the corner. I don't know, the box missile doesn't seem to it's not really that effective. Okay, we did destroy them though. I'm just gonna cheer for you guys. They got hit with something. Okay, somebody got near. That's the problem. Alright, that's good. Just run. Wasn't in the chasing mode right now. Okay, there are...
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
You know, napalm has its uses. I mean, if you're above the air, you just kinda, you know, rain down fire. I'm not entirely convinced on that box missiles. I don't think it works as advertised. It's not really, you know, it's not really as good as that circle thing. Okay, we're just gonna change this one. Let's just hope we get a refund from that. Okay, let's start another match. Oh wait, give me a second. I probably have to change one thing here. Probably go for napalm. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And we go for that smoke gun thing. Or more like that troll gun. Yeah, it's not a weapon, it's more like annoying just your opponents. Tell them to F off. Da 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 da. Okay, we'll just wait. And I am just gonna go through some Oh, Macross. Yeah, this is definitely another mecha anime from thing. It's more like a plane that turns into a mech. Kind of classic, but it's kind of outdated nowadays. See, way back in the 80s, very classic anime, but kind of cool concept. If we got tanks that turns into mechs, how about a plane that turned into a mech, or basically a flying mech? So if you would think about it in military sense, Macross, it's more like a mech application of in the Air Force rather than in the Army. Typically, if you have a mech,
Hello and welcome to Tinyboy TV. I'm Faith, and this is my
and
Macross journal.
if your armor core is more like an interpretation of putting mech on an army, Macross is more like an interpretation of the Air Force side. Although I haven't seen on the Navy thing on how they would build. Just saying this one in science fiction concept. So definitely, if there's gonna be a mech in real life, it would be probably applicable, or if the technology would be available, it would probably be applied either on the Air Force or in the Army, but not on the Navy. Just saying. I mean, even Gundam, if you think about it, it's more like Gundam's more or like oriented on the Army rather than on the Air Force. Okay, so who's our guys? Yeah, definitely old timers. Alright, how to provide a support mech without actually getting into combat. Yep, let's not forget about that. We're just gonna go troll our way and annoy all our oh crap, yeah, I kinda pressed the wrong buttons with that one. We're just gonna go. Yeah, that's kinda, that really, alright, that AC is trying to annoy me. Maybe he has a thing for me. Yeah, you know what? I kind of have a thinking. Why not go for full, yeah, full troll gun? Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's almost time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I probably have to go 2 more matches and then I'll call it a day for my tinkering and experiments.
Smoke can be used to cancel out a stance attack from an enemy.
Yeah, I agree. And at the same time, annoy him if he's, you know, and annoy him if it's trying to get too close on my position. Well, you know what? We're doing great, and well, in fact, we're actually winning on this side. I mean, at least on score-wise. Oh, crap. Alright, get off. Yeah, they're kinda getting near on that. Yeah, I still have to think on how to ward off those guys from being too close. Yeah, they'll definitely screw up their sensors if I go with that smoke. Ah, crap, I only got hit with that. Napalm is really good as a support weapon. You can see that the ground is really on fire. I was thinking something. Yeah, I probably have an idea, at least some modified thing. Anyway, 2 more games and then I'll call it a day. I'm just gonna modify something here. Okay, we're just gonna replace this one with that troll gun or that smoke thing, just to ward off our opponents. We're not exactly fighting them, we're just getting away from them. And maybe a machine gun would do. Although the fire rate is definitely laughable. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Later dude, have fun, and my recommendation for mini games are Puyo Puyo because it has a short time limit which makes it easy to cancel when you get into a match.
Yeah, okay, thank you, and see you around, Narc, and yeah, later. Oh, and thanks for dropping by. Thanks again for dropping by. Anyway, I'm also on my way out with this one. Last 2 games and I'll call it a day. Da, 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 da. Huh? Male otter confused by female in need. Okay, not on that animal mating thing. We're not exactly the Animal Planet channel, so yeah. Okay, last 2 matches and then we'll call it a day. Oh, it's very big. Or maybe last match. Yeah, I think I'll just go for last match. Okay, what do we got here? Mostly some stuff. Ooh, we was kicking out for being weak, but secretly trained as an SS adventurer. Oh. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, we're going in for our last match for this day. Yep. Okay, what do we got for these guys? Teammates are basically using short-range weapons, mostly energy shotgun and the traditional shotgun. Enemies are using lasers and missiles. Okay, that sounds like a fair fight. Well, not exactly a fair fight. They have a more edge on that. Oh crap.
50%.
Yeah, I kinda hate that when that hits up.
GP at 30%.
Ah, crap. Okay, that was a mistake. I got too near with this one. Alright, let's just wait for respawn. Ah, great. But yeah, let's go into a building or something. Okay, we'll just go sit around here. I think this is a great way. Yeah, they're not exactly noticing me, so there we go. Fire. Oh crap! Somebody noticed. Oh my goodness! I was just sitting there just minding my own business and oh, okay, this is a good spot. Yeah, definitely they got the... Yeah, don't worry, you can do that. I'm gonna cheer for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna cheer with you guys. Oh crap, kinda aim it at the wrong angle. Okay. Yeah, but they kinda got beaten up because they kinda... Oh, okay, we definitely got those guys.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Well, the missiles are very effective in long range, but it's kind of boring if you're just sitting down here providing support like an artillery guy. Okay, but anyway, there we go. That concludes our experiment for this day. And thank you everyone for watching and watching around in my live streams. Thank you. Special thanks to Narc, Adamas. Thank you guys for visiting me on my live stream. And till next time, have a great day and see you around again. So bye bye guys. Bye bye.
Thank you for the stream, HA. Farewell, friend.